What's up guys, Mickey Motions here, and this is a Gran Turismo 5 commentary. We're doing something very different once again. I just wanted to play something different. This is from a gameplay from a live stream with the subscribers. As you can see, not many people driving here, and there was a few noobs. I'm not going to say names, but that's not their fault, you know, because Gran Turismo 5 is a simulator and it's quite difficult to drive. I mean, when you come back to GT5, when you come from a game like Formula 1 and just go on to Gran Turismo 5, it can be so difficult to drive again, because you forget that it's a simulator and it just doesn't drive the way as it does in Formula 2011. Like, if you look here, this guy had a faster car than me and he's just spun out because the car's so fast, you can't control it. It's so difficult to control. So I just went with the slightly slower car so I can actually control, and I actually managed to keep control of the race and be able to, you know, turn through the corners properly, because it can be so difficult to control these faster cars. You got these supercars that are so difficult to control. Like, for me, it's not the traction control at all. It's more like the braking. It can be so difficult, especially if you don't tune the car, because like I've learned with certain cars that you have to set the brakes to like 2 to 1 with the brake bias, so that when you brake in, you won't lock up going straight into a turn. Because if you brake and go into the turn just slightly, just move the wheel slightly to the left, your car's spinning off straight away. And then I changed the brake bias to 2 to 1, and after I was doing better, but I still kept spinning off the track. I will show you some footage of that in the next commentary I'll do. Probably I'll upload it tomorrow. Now, the reason why I'm doing this commentary, this actual GT5 gameplay instead of Formula 1, is because I was watching Valdude's live stream. Shout out to him. I was missing GT5, to be honest. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna play GT5 and see what this is like again. And then I've got to give credit to the people like Valdudes and all the other simulating drivers out there, because this is so difficult, really difficult to control. And you know what most of you don't realize is that it's not like Formula 1, like you turn the assist off and then, oh yes, you can claim that you're like some kind of hero because you're really good at driving with assists off. Come try and drive with assists off with a racing wheel in GT5. I will bet you any money you will struggle in your first race. To be able to be good at this game, you need to be experienced for months and months and months of hard work, hard practice. Just keep practicing on the game to be able to drive well, especially if you're on a track like Nordschleife, which is what I think you would call it. I think that's the name of the track. I might have made a fool of myself, but that doesn't matter. Anyway, back to the point. My point was that if you're on a track like Nordschleife, it can be so difficult to learn the whole track because it's so big. If you make a mistake, that's it for you. You have to like restart and keep restarting and keep restarting. It can be so frustrating to race on the track like that. And then I see people like Valdudes, you know, on a supercar, driving assist off with a, you know, with a racing wheel, and he's just owning everyone. I was like, wow. I was like, one day I have to be like that. Because like a few years ago, I was able to drive on Gran Turismo 5 pretty well. When it came out and I was driving with the racing wheel, I was actually quite good, driving assist off and driving with the Logitech Driving Force GT. But then I came onto the supercars and that was it. I just couldn't drive it at all. Like, I have the Lamborghini Murcielago. It's almost impossible to control with the braking. You brake into the corner and your car's just spinning off straight away. And then I see people like Valdudes, you know, braking into the turn. I'm thinking, how the hell do you do that? And it made me think I've got a lot to learn about this game and all the other racing simulators as well, because I used to race on R Factor and I was actually pretty good. Ignore the actual sound in there, because it was actually somebody's mic making a really weird sound for some reason. It was some kind of glitch. So anyway, what I'm going to do to be able to improve my driving skills in racing simulators, I will be practicing, and I'll just keep live streaming. As I make a mistake there, costly mistake which lost me some time. I made quite a few mistakes in this race, but I'll upload this gameplay because I actually win the race. But anyway, it's entertaining for you guys, and I'm sure you must have noticed that I'm using the wrong view. I was using the actual bumper view instead of, and here's another mistake, instead of actual the cockpit cam. I'm just more used to the cockpit cam, but I decided to do a few laps before I did the race, with this view, and then I forgot to turn it off, but that doesn't matter. I'll just make sure I don't make that mistake next time. So we're on the third lap, and I've got John behind me catching up, and I'm struggling to find some pace because I'm making so many mistakes going off the track every single time. I'm trying to make risks braking late, but the risks I'm taking are too costly because I kept going off the track. As you saw, I think I went off the track twice in this lap. So I've been off on this track for a few times now in this race. I've probably been off the track like 6 or 7 times in this race. Yet again, I blame it on lack of practice and braking quite easy onto the straight now, because onto the chicane, just simply because I didn't want to ruin it this time. I just wanted to keep it easy now so that I didn't spin out and crash. If I brake hard, it's just gonna crash straight away, because this is a simulator. It's not gonna work the same as it does in Formula 2011. So we've got 2 laps remaining, and I'm trying to make sure I don't make any mistakes. I actually think I make a mistake on the last lap. We'll see, I can't actually remember. But anyway, I'm just going to go slightly off topic just to say that I'm going to be uploading a Formula 1 video on the Formula 1 show tonight. So make sure you don't miss that. Also, I'll be doing a Formula 1 live stream at 8 PM I think. Remember, it's UK time, so make sure you go on Google and convert that time to your time. So now I've actually managed to get away from John again, but I think I go into this turn coming up right now and I just lose the back end, accelerating a bit too much, and there was no traction there, and I've got John coming up from behind now, trying to keep a defensive line, but John just gets past. Didn't want to cause a crash, so just lose traction again, putting too much throttle in. I should have kept it easy on the accelerator pedal. It's just little things like that can actually cost your race. Now, I have a controversial thing to say, and I don't know how you guys are going to react, but do you guys think that people who drive on games like Need for Speed and Formula 1, do you think they're noobs? Do you think that they just can't be talented and they shouldn't really be playing on simulators? An even better question is, do you think that people using a controller should not play simulators? Because there's been a lot of, people commenting on videos and saying people with controllers really shouldn't be playing on a simulator that was designed for, racing wheels. Because, you see these guys, drifting on Forza and stuff like that, and you just think, you guys aren't doing this properly. You guys should be using a racing wheel, no driving assists. You should be, you should be drifting legitimately. You shouldn't be drifting because you're using some kind of setup, I don't know, whatever you guys do to it. But anyhow, I think that if you're gonna race with a controller, you race normally with a controller. Because I really find those guys really annoying. You say, oh yeah, I can drift, I can do this, but it's not drifting properly. Anyone can go pick up a controller and just drift, just because you tweak the setup and you change the driving assist in a way so that you can perfect your drift. I only have respect for those guys who actually drift legitimately with a racing wheel, no driving assists at all. That's the way you should be drifting, not with a controller and just be saying, oh yeah, look at me, oh this is so sick, madness. I just think it shouldn't be like that, but you guys must have a different opinion than me. Don't hate on my opinion just because you don't think it's right. This is just my opinion, it's just what I think. If you don't agree with it, fine, but it doesn't mean you dislike the video, simple as that. But anyway, you guys tell me in the comments what you think about people who play arcade games and drive on simulators, and your opinion on people who actually drive with a controller, and also your opinion on people who drift with a controller. By the way guys, I'm not hating on anyone, I'm not saying that anyone's a noob or anything like that. It's just like, I just feel it's better, like the way I say it, it's better if you just use a racing wheel. And if you use a controller, you have to be, racing good, or you just can't be drifting at all. And I just don't find that legitimate at all. But anyway, talking about driving, look at this guy. He just had no respect whatsoever. He just pushes me off the track, and then tried to go around, look what he does, pushes me off the track. I mean, come on. John, are you related to Maldonado? Come on, man. What was that all about? Should have had more respect with that. You shouldn't have, you know, turned to the left and pushed me off the track. That's just not the way you do it. I mean, if that was on iRacing, you would have lost so many safety points and you would have dropped down a level or something like that. And I think that safety idea should be put in all racing games, just to stop people from crashing into people. I just don't think that's right at all. But anyway, that was it for this long commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please make sure you like this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. This was Mickey Motions. I'm out. See ya.